Then we can play another Hopeless Nightmare. Bro, like, look at this. This is not fair at all. Like, Cori is insane. Oh, please don't let it end like this. Yep, as you can see, tap this permanently. They have this and we have a blocker. This card will decide guys, I think we did everything we can. And that's it. That's how we do it. We just cannot play a creature. So our opponent... Did I miscount? Oh my... I'm so bad at this game. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today deck that absolutely dominated recent tournament, ranking as #1 spot and winning the whole event, and I also tested this deck in best of 1 and it seems to be absolutely slaying. Games today will be a masterpiece, so even if you are not fan of the aggro decks, I really recommend watching the games because we beat some of the best players in Mythic and it was very serious gameplay. I think you will really like it. So what the deck is about? It's mashing together Cori-Steel Cutter into Bounce Shell for Dimir, because those decks naturally multi-spell every turn, so triggering this is extremely easy, and you will see how insane difference this card makes, creating you whole boards out of nowhere, and it's actually really worth splashing the red. So guys, this is the first Grixis that ranked, as #1 and won the tournament. I remember since months, so I'm taking it. We'll see how it goes, and I will show the gameplay. It will be something really fun. So let's hit the ladder. And I have to say, like, fast lands are so good at setting stuff. So the next turn is probably a creature, like a Sleek Shot. You usually play this with Sleek Shot. We do not need more lands, so that was a bad draw. This was, this was a draw. Did I literally scribe the bot? Okay, sure. I guess I'm getting it. I think we have to go with Drowners. I'm not super happy about those draws. Like, we don't have the power. We absolutely wanted Cori. We missed. And now we are in some serious trouble. I think we are falling behind and I cannot kill the creature. I can counter this, but that's it. Here's the mouse. Mousy. So they should expect removal on this mana. So I don't think they will cast it, which is good for us. So I need to be a little bit smart here. Let's go for Drowner. I think we attack and shuffle. Like, I don't have good plays anymore. The problem is that now I'm trading cards 1 for 1, and I'm also paying mana to do it. That's extremely bad. So after those last 2 draws, we fall super behind, and I'm honestly not sure if we can win anymore. It seems small, but believe me, this matchup is about having 1 extra card, then you play 1 extra creature and you win the matchup. So if you don't have this 1 card, it's really rough. And so that's at least a good part. We fished for extra play, and normally if those weren't lands, we would be fine. There's nothing we can do here. Like, there's literally... If I didn't play tap land, I could go Drowner and tap it and shuffle it in response, but then they still have the mouse and I have no creatures, I only can discard 1 card. I'll take the damage. I think they still have something. So if I cast it, it won't matter. I cannot we cannot really do much. Alright, this is interesting. Now we can try to do something. Definitely casting the Drowner. And now we need to decide. I think the best case is to go for the mouse. And man, Scavenger is so good. Maybe we go for Scavenger, because if we draw removal, we can kill mouse. If there's Scavenger in the board, every enchantment will just make every creature strong. So I think it's actually Scavenger, and we need to shuffle it. See? There is a chance. There is a chance. I need to pay 4 mana. I don't want to hit the last card, like top 3 cards. Because they probably have a lot. I want to hit it as late as possible, unless we want to surveil. So we are fighting, but those 2 cards are devastating, man. Like, imagine 2, nowhere to runs. That would be instant game. Alright, so how do we deal with this? Drowner. Probably shuffling the Scavenger, so I can attack. If they block, then we do the play. And then we know where to run this, and we need to fight against Swiftspear. Not amazing, but gives us a chance. That means we need 4 mana, we don't need to play the land. I much rather play the tap land if I can. No prowess, so we kinda have to go for this. That was a bit of a bluff, And yeah, we got it. And we can do it right now. I don't want to let them untap, because even though Nowhere to Run goes around, you know, ward, hexproof, all this stuff, they can pump toughness to 4, and that means it won't work. So right now, if I hit a bounce spell, I can get this to keep removing stuff. And of course we play a land. Man, I tell you, like, those two lands are what actually is destroying us right now. Shelter by Ghost, really good card. Really good card. So basically we are forced to draw another one. But to be fair, we are forced to draw so much. So they are going for Monster Strike. Now we will get the last card, so at least there's that. They are in full top deck mode, so one good draw from the top, and we can try to win. But I'll be honest, I'm not sure if we can do it. I don't think there's any point in bouncing this. I think we'll just surveil. And I know, guys, that if I play this, I get one extra turn, but then I'm wasting very good card. So I think we just go this, maybe even right now. This is black mana, right? Well, there's no reason to do it. I could also bounce land, but I'm literally only buying 3 damage, that's it. If they keep a card, I can even consider to bounce the Nightmare. Another Swift Spear. Oh, that's rough. That's rough. But we have a draw. Maybe, guys, maybe. Also, if we can get rid of this, we get the Nowhere to Run, and that's extra removal. 4 damage. Oh man, this is so hard. I tell you, those 2 cards are exactly what we are missing. Because, see, our opponent has 2 cards, and we don't. That's the difference. We go Kaito. Are you strong enough? We can tap, but that's it. I could play Kaito, tap it, and... Okay, this is actually a playable thing, you know? I'm not sure exactly how we are doing it. We will definitely start with this guy. No ninjutsu for you, bro. We could surveil...
I've got this.
I could try to tap the Swift Spear. If they whiff, that is a start. And this also means they might not kill the Swift Spear. If they deal 1 damage, no, they will just hit face. This is really hard, guys. I'm not sure how to do it. So the safe way is to tap this, go Fear of Isolation. But if they draw Monster Strike, I think we actually have to go like this. I know, a weird play, but I think this is a little bit better. If we can have so I need them to draw land, like that's, if they draw anything, they win. Like, we need to play around situation where they whiff. Because that's the only way when we can win. We're fully tapped, bro, just... If you have this Monster Strike, let's just end the suffering. I think they should go face, like, they won't kill Kaito, that's why we played like this. It's still really rough, I don't think we'll win this, but you know, this at least gives us a chance. So I can hit them. Draw a card. Let's go. This is a land, I think. And we need to draw some. The problem is that they will burn us. So I mean, this kinda gives us a bit of a selection, but I think we just go with this and try to hit the next best card, you know? You can see how much we struggle after that draw. This is interesting, but not really great. Those are not the hits I wanted. I think I will try to opt into something better. Like, those were not the cards. Oh my, no, not the first one. It did something there. Alright, this is interesting. This actually gives us a little bit of room. Okay, this is the type of draw that will give us a lot of power, but I think it will be too late. But I will try, you know, I will try. This way we get a very decent board. So now there are things that not instantly kill us. But the problem is that we are on 2, so before we go for 23 damage, we'll absolutely die to some random burn. Like, we fall too behind because of those 2 lands. Like you can see we can recover, but too late. It will be just too slow. But listen, I'm trying. If they whiff and draw 4 lands from the top, I think we can still win. What? Wasn't this on the bottom? Alright, I'm going crazy. We can take a card. I'm not sure what the card is. We need to be aggressive, but how? I can bounce the talent, play the talent, pump the creatures. Oh man, how do we play this even? I need nowhere to run. And if I keep going for 0... Oh, this untaps, right? Oh boy. I can take a spell and try to find something, but this would be my whole turn. That's too expensive, I think. I think we have to go like this. Bro, this is rough. Like, I'm not playing around anything. If that's a pump spell, I'm losing everything. But if that was a pump spell, we would be dead. So I assume this is a land or something. We dealt damage, which means we can draw a card. And this has to be a good card. Oh my, okay, guys. This might start doing stuff. I didn't play a spell, so Cori could give us value, but I think this is better, because this is a removal. We have to get this. We need to start interrupting their stuff. I could replay Kaito and tap something, but then we have no mana. So oh my god, we can actually bounce Fear of Isolation and play Fear of Isolation. We lose the talent then, but we get a new blocker. And then we can cast talent on the next turn, pumping all the otters. I think this is a decent play, man. And now we go for this. This basically untaps the Fear of Isolation. Alright, I think we are cooking. We need a lot of toughness because this is a trampler. We won't have mana to ward, so we will probably have to block with Fear of Isolations. This has to also whiff, but this is such a tall order. Like, survive 4 turns against this kind of deck on 2 life. If we had 8 life, I think we would be in great spot. But on 2, we will just probably die randomly. I need them to just spam those lands like there's no tomorrow. Like, most of their deck will win the game. Things like Manifold Mouse are pretty slow. Unfortunately, that will be probably attack. But I have an idea. They don't want to risk this one, really. And we need to untap so we can pay the ward. Alright. Challenger. Very powerful card. We probably play Cori into talent. That will give us a lot of, value. And we can know where to run. This is... Okay, guys. Okay. There might be a chance. I would do everything for the life gain right now. We can go Cori. Talent. We can bounce the Swift Spear. This is 4 mana. So we basically have 3 mana only. Okay, that means we need to start with Cori probably. I could try. Alright, we pump stuff. I kinda forgot about it. Because if we bounce this, we kill the challenger as well. Oh man, I think I need to stop commenting because I will mess it up, man. I will actually mess it up. We absolutely attach it. And we are getting some real power. Alright, how much damage do we have? 9, 13, 15 damage. We could attack with everything. Do you think they will block? I have absolute zero idea. I actually have zero idea. We could get this. Okay, so we can bounce this and talent. We pay 4, then we kill the challenger. I think this... I won't count everything, but if anything works, I think this is what will work. And I need to do it now. Alright, and we can count the damage, right? I have one rope. Alright, this is what? 11, 15, 18 damage. So they are forced to block one creature. Which means if they don't top deck a pump spell, we can win. I can also tap one of their cards. Nothing is 1 power, so there is no point to +1. I think I will get rid of Kaito after this. Let's go! Oh my god. Man, we are making this game actually close. Man, I bet they will just draw something from the top and I will die. Oh, please don't let it end like this. Yep, as you can see. However, that means we can sacrifice Kaito, tap this permanently, they have this and we have a blocker. This card will decide guys, I think we did everything we can. Alright? We deserve whatever is happening on this turn. I'm pretty proud how we played this. Yes! We did. No way! No way. I had zero hopes of winning this. Alright, we're going first. We are playing against top 176 player. We are on the play with decent hand. I'll take it. I think I'll take it. We probably don't want to pain ourselves, so we will just go for this. This gives us perfect Grixis mana. And yeah, we can always bounce this on turn 2. This should be a serious game. Our opponent probably considering, you know, if they want to take mulligan. Usually, if that's an aggro deck, which rank would suggest, very often you have bad hands. Like you have hand with like one creature, only burn spells, only pump spells. Like it's actually surprising how often you can whiff and have like one creature in the whole hand. So that would get me thinking that it's mono red. But let's see, maybe I will be wrong. And there are some few decks, you know, that it can be. Alright. This seems to be Boros Convoke. That's an interesting one. So I can kill this if they block. We definitely want to start with this guy. And I mean we swing. If they won't block, they know what to do. So, yep, they're checking the mana. They're probably a little bit confused with Grixis mana, because that's not, like, popular build. And we'll see. This will be kinda important. They have Convoke, so, to be absolutely honest, if I wanted to play it perfectly, I would probably play a little bit slower, because there are a lot of decisions. Like they have flash creatures, they have, you know, removal, those gateways. So this is probably Resort Reinforcements. I don't see red, but usually there's red. So I think we go with this. Because then, and yes, I took extra damage, but that means I will know exactly what's going on. They can try to cast it, but they're not going for it. I need black chorus, so I can play Fastland. You need to be efficient with your stuff, you know? And let's attack. If we can get Kaito, that would be really nice. The problem is, what do we bounce? What do we bounce? I think I need some extra cards. They can. So the problem is that they can go Resort Reinforcements, play red mana and Recruiter, and kill Kaito instantly. But I really think this is like what we have to do. We can always surveil. We also deal more damage. And they need to have the perfect set of cards. So this is always like a decent play to force your opponent to have absolutely perfect draw. And you still went card for card. So that's pretty nice. We do not go for the emblem because we probably expect Kaito to die. Let's go removal. I still like Sleight of Hand. Like this is a good card. We don't have Cori, but I think those cards they're not perfect. We would prefer like Cori into Sleight of Hands, but this is good enough, you know. We don't want to take like huge risks. We're in decent spot right now. If they don't kill Kaito, they will probably lose the game. So they didn't go Resort Reinforcements. Yeah, I think this is the most important turn of the game. Authority. Alright, annoying, very annoying, but I think we can deal with this. Man, this is actually a mono-white token deck. Okay, this is a different deck than I expected. Let's play this. Alright, I think we should be pretty decent here. How do we want to play? I can always go Drowner, they know about it, and this town to protect stuff. I think we just swing all. I could try to hit this. This way we get more pressure on them. I think this is a good play. And I could bounce something, but I want to use Nowhere to Run, because this town is more versatile. And they're fully tapped, so I know exactly that I can swing super hard here. Do I want the cards? Do we try to outvalue them or outtempo? Outtempo seems risky. But they probably don't have great counterplay to it. Alright guys, this is super risky. I normally don't play like this, but I want to maximize, you know, the chance to win this one. 6 damage is absolute ton. They might get lost, but then they will be slow and we can protect Kaito. So normally I would personally prefer to keep drawing cards, but I think this style is a little bit better because we are super aggressive. Here's your honk for the high mythic game for of the day. So I think this is just better. I don't want to be too passive because I actually want to win this game and, you know, just do the right thing. Okay, this is nice. This is really nice. Let's see what they will do. Not attack. Alright, I think the play is like this. We go Nowhere to Run. This is super slow card. I could do it later, but with Sleight of Hand we should hit stuff. So now I can go for this. And see, pumping. Okay, we won. And I'm pretty happy. We are also not playing new creatures, so authority doesn't get any kind of value. How much do we deal? I will definitely go with this. So this is 7. If I cast a spell, we win. They are fully tapped. And that's it. That's how we do it. We just cannot play a creature. So our opponent... Did I miscount? Oh my... I'm so bad at this game. How did I miscount? See? Like when I talk too much, I just messed up. But I think we'll still probably win. But it's not 100%. I think we can bounce removal, so we should be able to remove all the stuff. But now they have Card Cake, potentially extra blocker. So it is possible I messed up. We definitely go with this. This way we push more damage. Hexproof is super rough, so I think they will crack it. And then we kill them. Let's go with the Verge for sure. And we can always go for Drowner. Every time we play a creature, we basically live gain them. So, you know, a little bit of misplay, but don't you worry. Like, the deck is good enough that we will win anyway. So they're cracking this one. And we'll definitely bounce the creature. We could go for Drowner, but it live gains them. So I will definitely go for the play that gives us the maximum value. And I'm going for removal, so I can keep removing all the blockers. I appreciate it, man. That, to be absolutely honest, our opponent did not have good draw. They mulliganed, and they didn't have Resolute Rainfall. Well, I'm not even sure if they played it, but if they had Card Cake on turn 2, it would really help them. Alright guys, we're on the draw. Other than this, we have a tons of pressure, but we need to hit stuff, you know? Let's go with Canal. And we have Opt, so we can end turns, you know, end spell. We probably go for Cori, which means that maybe we want to save it for double spell. Yep, we okay. Because we can go into Cori, like Cori into Cori and then double spell. With Opt, we might miss 1 mana spell, so that will be pretty big deal. Alright, I mean, let's go for this one. Just making sure that the mana is right, you know? So on this turn we do absolutely nothing, but don't you worry. Next turn will be something else. They want Zendikar right now, or like 2 mana ramp. This is still okay, but that's not exactly what they wanted. They want to ramp from 2 to 4, and from 4 to 7 directly. So we will go with this. We play Cori. And because we want to double spell right now, it's better to go for Sleight of Hand. We see both of the cards, we trigger both of Chrome, man. You can see it already starts. Oh man, this is brutal. I think we played the thing for the turn, right? Are you a thing? Yep. Next land is interesting, but I'm not sure if we want it. They probably will drop something super strong, but we can try to cast this and try to trade. And as you can see, moment to start double spelling. Oh man. This gets insane, like, instantly. We can also opt into land, especially if we draw 1-drop. We can opt land, 1-drop, fear, or something like this. This is actually a very strong card that we never see, so that's interesting. Alright guys, so we can actually go really hard. This town is really nice. We We could go this into opt. So basically if you remove, I think the wording is when it leaves, right? When this creature dies. Oh, it has to die. Okay, that's really good. So we can bounce one of them. But I'm not sure what I will bounce, you know? We don't have black mana for Hopeless Nightmare here. So we could just opt. Yeah, okay, I think I know. So we start with this. We bounce, unfortunately, this guy and this guy. I would love to double bounce this. This way we get a little bit of prowess. But most importantly, we also get the next play. If that will be black mana, that would be absolutely perfect. We want to keep triggering basically the Cori. And this is the other one. Do I want it? Nope. We decline respectfully. This is a really good card, but I'm not sure if we want more. So let's try to hit a land for the turn. See? Absolutely perfect. This is what we wanted to do. And now we can hit their stuff. They will get one huge creature, but we can always bounce it. As you can see, this is kind of getting ridiculous, man. This is a 5/5 already, so we can actually safely attack unless they double block. Which honestly is the best case, but we can also double spell on the next turn, so we just keep creating those things for free, like every turn, man. Like if there's any fair deck, it's so easy to get rid of. So this one is a copy, so we want to kill the original because this can be bounced very nicely. See, you can play like mono red with some strategy. So this way this actually doesn't matter, even though it's a 6/6. I really like this card. I would love to see this kind of stuff more, but unfortunately this is what happens to it. Draw a card. Not the biggest deal. We have trample, so it doesn't matter too much. It's basically 2 mana wasted for them on this turn. And you can clearly see that it's not going great for our opponent. This might be kinda interesting. We definitely will start with this, right? Like, we kinda have to go with this. And I'm kinda considering if I double spell right now or try to ambush. I could Sleight of Hand into Nightmare, man. This is like so good. I will try. We can always burn them. Like the fact that man, getting 2 creatures every single turn is kinda insane. And I will try to split the damage so we can attack with everything on this turn. We just want to, you know, hit the damage. We can play this. I think we go for Fear of Isolation. This means Hopeless Nightmare will be stronger. And we play this so we can go for maximum damage. As long as they don't kill us on the next turn, and they cannot, we don't really care. We get the last card, we swing call, and let's go. Man, it's so insane getting 2 free creatures for literally free. Our whole board is Cori and nothing more for the whole game. So yeah, that's pretty decent. And we also answered 6 drops, like, you know, there's nothing. Also, 5 drop will probably down the next turn. So right now we can literally finish the game out of this. Because we can Hopeless Nightmare, Fear of Isolation, and then Hopeless Nightmare. They also cannot block, even with all of those cards. Now we have black mana here. So we can just win, right? This is the best play. We get this back. Then we can play another Hopeless Nightmare. Bro, like, look at this. This is not fair at all. Like, Cori is insane. Well, guys, I really hope you enjoyed those games, and I meant it when I said that I'm pretty proud of how we played them. I think we kinda, you know, swayed the chance in our favor in some of those games, and that was really satisfying to win them, because I think at least one of them, like the first one, I think we're supposed to lose that one. What about the deck? I have to say that even though Cori is just a single addition to this deck at pretty heavy cost, because you need to splash the whole color, it's also at the 3rd color, it seems to be absolutely worth it. The card is insane, and it also gives you like a new way to close matchups, because if you ever played any kind of aggro-ish deck, you know that at some point you just don't have cards, and you know, you get overwhelmed with higher value decks. With Cori-Steel Cutter you can legit just keep making dudes every turn, and with cards like Opt, Sleight of Hand, and and, you know, bounce thingies like talent, getting back the spells from the graveyard, you can basically ensure infinite double spelling for the rest of the game. And yeah, there's a little bit more to the deck. We'll talk about it in a second, but first I want to say a huge thank you to all of our patrons that are supporting this content, allowing us to make more videos like this, and, you know, also decks different than this, because I'm not huge on aggro, but I want to make sure that you guys have the best decks, the ones to rank up, you know, the fastest, the most meta versions, but also the cool fun decks. You can basically choose your own destiny on this channel, but you have like full info how to build decks for current standard. So yeah, really thank you patrons for allowing this, and welcome to Immortals with our two newest members, Rafał and Papa Ponton. Really appreciate you guys, and thank you for supporting the channel. That's super appreciated. And let's go back to the deck. So I think an added upside of this deck, even though we don't really see this in that build, is that you have access to red mana, so you can actually sideboard things like a Braid, for example. So if you see a lot of Cori-Steel Cutters, thanks to access to Grixis, you can answer it nicely. However, we have Spell Pierces and Duress, so this kinda can do it, because even if you are on the draw, if you hit the right mana, you can, you know, do the 1 mana counterplay, but I think it also opens nicely for best of 3, because you have an extra color, and there's always something you can find there for specific matchups. And yeah, honestly, the deck is super strong. I'm not sure if it's more powerful than Mono Red, because whenever I check stats, Mono Red and sometimes Omniscience are like above the rest. Like those decks have the highest win rate right now, consistently on average. So I'm not sure if this for best of 1 is higher win rate, but this is extremely powerful deck. It will get you to Mythic, it will rank you up in Mythic, it will probably get you to like top 50 or top 100 if you spam it. Extremely powerful deck that can handle everything, and it's very controlish compared to the other aggro decks with Cori-Steel Cutter, because you actually have tons of plays. You can mission mash all the options because of the bounce synergies. So if you want to master a deck that is just king of versatility for everything and still want to have a little bit of this controlish power, I think this might be the deck for you. It performed for me, it performed in best of 3, and yeah, what more to say? You know, just a solid deck all around. So guys, I really hope you, you know, enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and see you guys tomorrow.